Alrighty. Well. You're here for weekly challenges. Well, you've come to the right place because not only do I go through the weekly challenges before they even come out, I actually show you how to do these weekly challenges. Honestly, this week's weekly challenges are actually super easy, so I'm not even gonna just sit here and BS you about how hard they're gonna be. They're actually decently easy. It's just really location wise that's kind of everywhere, but challenges are usually easy anyways. There's some that are kind of like I think there was one challenge like on week 4 that I just hated, and it took me like a few days to do it because I just didn't want to do it. I think it was play matches. I think that's what it was, and then I figured out the glider thing, and you could just redeploy it and whatnot. But you're here for weekly challenges. We are on week 6 for seasonal quests, which is insane to think about because it doesn't feel like we've been playing this chapter for almost 6 weeks. It really doesn't. So it's really crazy to think that we've been playing this long. But you're here for challenges. Let's get into it. Before we do, we also do get the skin tomorrow for Masai. I think that's how you say it. So if you plan on doing these challenges, you will probably be able to get the skin too. It's not going to be 10 levels exact. Maybe we'll see, but you should be good for the mid-season drops. Otherwise, without further ado, let's get into week 6 seasonal quests. First off, we are starting off with slide for 30 meters continuously on ice. This was actually a challenge, I believe, or something with ice. It could be a daily. That's what it is. Or I remember something with this. Or maybe I'm just thinking about a milestone that I did this on ice. But all you have to do is slide for 30 meters, which is actually not that far. There's ice locations all over. Well, not all over the map, but in the top right of the map. It's usually the places that you can't really control where you're going. So. But it's like the darker blue places. So all you have to do is slide 30 meters. I recommend starting up on top of a mountain and maybe just going down, or you could just keep running continuously on ice, going up a hill. So you build up 30 meters. Otherwise, this challenge is pretty easy. You should be able to do this within a few seconds. So yeah. Otherwise, moving on, we got restore health or shield while hiding in a leaf pile. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can get the augment to heal yourself while in a leaf pile or a bush. Or on top of that, you could just do it regularly by getting health, med kits, bandages, a med mist, shields, anything like that. All you have to do is 100. So this should be pretty easy. All you have to do is be in a bush. And there is plenty of bushes around the season, considering that an augment is actually, correlated with that. So should be good on this. All you have to do is find those heals, or even get the augment to heal yourself in a bush, which it should be easy too. You go to 50 shields max, so if you take a little fall damage, like 50 fall damage, you should be fine. So otherwise, pretty self-explanatory, easy challenge, and you can just fly right through that. Otherwise, moving on, next up we have collect gold bars in Slappy Shores, Faulty Splits, or Breakwater Bay, which I'll show all the locations where you can do this. All you have to do is collect 50 gold bars. In bot lobbies, it's a little bit easier because they drop around 30 gold per bot. Now, the harder part is actually getting a bot to land there. I don't know if they land in those specific locations because these are all not actual POIs. They're just like, well, they are POIs, but they're not like the main POIs. So I don't know if bots land there, but you could get lucky and hopefully one like walks there. Or you could just do regular lobbies and get 50 gold bars in that location or one of the locations. So yeah, I know Faulty Splits though is at an actual location. Oh, and Slappy Shores too. What am I talking about? Is Breakwater Bay an actual thing? No, oh, it is. What am I talking about? These are actual POIs. Let me tell you something real quick. These are actual POIs, and the reason why I didn't believe that is because most of the names this season don't have any correlation. Like usually you would think like Breakwater Bay makes sense. It's the double B's that put you there. Also Slappy Shores, but I don't really remember these locations because they're just kind of irrelevant to me. I land on the map, I do what I need to do, and that's it. I don't need to know where I'm going because I don't really play enough BR to do that. But trust me, I know what I'm talking about, or at least I hope I do. But yeah, you should be fine about lobbies. They actually land there. Faulty Splits is probably the best location, or Slappy Shores. Otherwise, you should be good. 50 gold is pretty easy. Otherwise, next up, we have Chain Wolves in a single match, which is 2. This actually is decently easy. I recommend going around Shadow Slabs, or Shattered Slabs, maybe around the Citadel, because more wolves spawn in kind of like the forest area-ish. Not in like Frenzy Fields, but like towards like the left mid side of the map that you should be able to find those. And usually they spawn in 2, so you can tame one and then tame the other one. But if 2 or 1 counts, you could just tame the one over and over and it should count, because I know that was a really nice thing for the milestone grind. So yeah, otherwise next up we got earn XP and creator made experiences. This is once again an easy challenge. 50,000 XP and creative XP. Just going to play like I'd recommend going to like the pit. The pit is a really great map. I actually put the map code down in the description because it actually is a really good map to grind XP. But yeah, you could literally go in there and get 50,000 XP within a few minutes, probably like maybe 10-15 minutes tops if you hit headshots, or you can go in privately and do it that way too. Otherwise, moving on, we're going to the first stage challenge for this week, which is catch fish. So the stages go 1, 5, 10, 15, and then 20. All you have to do is catch fish. Honestly, you could most likely do this super fast by just landing towards the ocean or any place that has water, or you can get the augment that actually gives you the fish, or like the jellyfish that you can just fish out of the water, which is super easy too. But yeah, you should be good. It's all it is really, you know, like I think the total is 35, 40, 41 fishes, so should be good. Farm that, and that should be it. Otherwise, moving on, we have the next stage challenge for week 6, which is claim capture points. Now, this one's a little interesting. In bot lobbies, it's a lot easier because bots don't usually stand in the capture points. But in regular lobbies, a lot of people try to claim them. They want the POIs. But surprisingly enough, you don't need a lot for this. This is actually a total of 9, I believe. So 9 capture points. Super easy. I mean, 9 games if you capture 1 point, or even if you go to different locations. I think there's 9 locations total. So if you get lucky enough and get the entire map, or you can get the entire capture points in each, you know, POI, you should be able to do this in 1 game. But yeah, most likely not, because circle closes fast and it takes 45 seconds each. You'd have to have a lot of movement and whatnot. So yeah, a lot of it, but you should be able to do like 2, 3, maybe even 4, 5 if you're really lucky. Otherwise, that is the last stage one. Now, of course, I think we have the not bonus challenges, but extra challenges just in case like one breaks, which I'll go through them because they're actually not that complicated. So if any of the challenges break, there'll be deal damage with the bow, deal damage to opponents, which is a stage 1, which will place one of the other stages 1 if those break. And then the final ones are deal damage to opponents. Oh, actually, no, that's another stage 1. That's like the last one. Sorry, I'm like reading it. It's open chest and deal damage with pistols, which these most likely will not become challenges. The other ones are pretty easy, so they probably may not break. But I mean, I'm not going to promise you that they might not, because sometimes challenges break out of nowhere. So otherwise, those challenges that I just mentioned most likely will not come out unless if a other challenge breaks. So yeah, otherwise, that is all the challenge for week 6 seasonal quest. Woohoo, let's go. If you haven't checked out any of the milestone or any of my milestone video, I recommend going checking that out. If you haven't hit level 200, it's actually really helpful. You can get like 50 to 60 levels if you really grind out the way that I tell you how to. So, and it's nothing like BS wise. You could literally watch the video. It's timestamped. If you need a specific milestone, you can actually finish it super easily. Otherwise, that is pretty much everything. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. There is a little update, I think, right when this video comes out. So the hammer will be added into the game just about right when this is uploaded. So the hammer should be back by then if you're watching this video prior to that. But otherwise, you guys have an amazing day. Remember, use code Mattio-G if you want to support me, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you found anything helpful, or, you know, just like the video in general. Otherwise, you guys have an amazing day. Go do those challenges, and I will see everyone in the next one.